This is the Redington Zero fly reel. It's Redington's entry-level click-pawl reel. And for those who don't need or want to drag, it's a really great option at a great price point. So having just reviewed the Redington Run, that reel was fantastic. And the Zero is sort of like the little brother to the Run. While the Run has a drag, and the Zero does not. The Zero is designed to prioritize a different type of trout fishing experience. One where you're prioritizing fun and lightweight over that drag, ease, and usability. And like the Run, the Zero comes in at an absolutely fantastic price point. So to see how it performs, let's check out our 5 factors, starting with the drag. And of course, there isn't one. Like all click-pawl reels, the Redington Zero does not have a drag, and therefore the drag is not sealed because it doesn't exist. So if you're thinking about taking this Zero into the salt, don't, because in addition to not stopping any fish, it's really likely that some of these internal components will rust. Also of note, this clicker is not adjustable, so you're pretty much stuck with the factory setting that Redington has set up for you, but frankly, that doesn't really matter that much. So let's just move on to the spool. And the spool on this Zero is pretty good. It's definitely more of a mid-arbor reel than the Rise, and it has a max diameter of about 3 inches, a width of about 1 inch, and an arbor size of about 1.9 inches. So all in all, this is a smaller reel, and kind of as you'd expect, being a 4.5 instead of a 5.6, than the Run counterpart. But I think even more so, this is just designed as more of a mid-arbor reel. All of that results in a retrieval rate of about 6.8 inches per turn, or 175 turns for your 100-foot fly line, which is fine. It's definitely not stellar. You're gonna be winding this more than a traditional large arbor reel, but for the price point, it's totally reasonable. Also, this is gonna hold about 100 yards of backing with your 5-weight line, which is a lot for a reel this small. And frankly, a lot more than you're gonna need for virtually any trout fishing. Up next is gonna be the weight, and that's where this Zero really crushes the competition. This reel comes in at 2.95 ounces, which is an absolute featherweight. So if you're looking for a reel that is super light but doesn't cost a lot, there really are not a lot of options. And this one absolutely wins that battle. Next up is sound, and well, why don't you take a listen? As you can see, it's got a nice loud sound that's differentiated on the incoming and the outgoing, but if I'm being honest, I don't love it. I think in terms of click-pawl reels out there, this one is probably on the lower end in my opinion. Sure, it's loud, it'll probably give you that feedback that you need, it's just not the most pleasant sound ever. And that leaves us with Ergonomics, which are fine on this Zero. It's got a pretty good handle, but I do wish it was a little bit longer. It just would make it a little bit easier to grab, but it is fine. And because this is a clicker, there is no drag knob, and it does have this easy spool release, so if you do need a spare spool, you'll be able to switch that out nice and easy. And that is the Redington Zero in a nutshell. Overall, an absolutely fantastic package for the price point. This is gonna be the perfect reel for anyone who's chasing weight but doesn't wanna break the bank. On the other hand, if you're gonna be fishing this reel all day, every day, being a die-cast reel with a painted finish is probably not gonna last as long as a fully machined reel. And it's definitely gonna look worse after it bounces off a couple rocks. And if you're worried about looks, you probably don't wanna get this burgundy color. I'd go for the black. Tell me what you think about this Redington Zero by leaving us a comment in the box below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel because we've got a lot of great reel reviews coming right up. And of course, if you've got questions, we've got answers. Give us a shout at 888-413-5211 or email us 24/7 at support@tridentflyfishing.com. I'm Ben, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.